Holy hell. Congress said we can't use human prisoners. These assholes aren't human.
I am obsessed with the show. I love anime shows in general, but I've been re-binging these 5 over and over again. So
really?
Yeah, no, it's really enjoyable. And my first question I wanted to start with you is, would you say that the Creature Commandos team is essentially the DC universe as of now to the Suicide Squad? Like, how do they stand out from what we've seen before, especially under James's regime, I guess?
Well, I mean, first of all, they're at least a couple of them are classic, film monsters. So that's, to me, kind of fun. I mean, and our take on them is very different, I think, from sort of the classic take on those monsters. So, I mean, Frankenstein he's a stalker. He's a bad guy. And he's also kind of an intellectual, weirdly. And so
he's also very lonely. He's very lonely.
He's very lonely. He's very lonely. He just wants the bride. And then she is, in my mind, she's sort of the lead of the series. Certainly in season 1. I think she's the driving force there.
One of the characters that I elevate a lot towards is Rick Flag Sr. And what I was wondering is there any chance, even if it's just through flashbacks, that we might see more of Rick's dynamic with his son, whether it was during his childhood or, I don't know, maybe with Joel Kinnaman's grown-up version? I wouldn't mind seeing Joel in animation.
Yeah, well, we don't go into Flag's backstory in this season. So no, I guess, but that's just for this season. I mean, I would love to get into it in later seasons.
How would the Creature Commandos stack up against the Justice League, in your opinion? Because I love that, again, this is a very different team. It's a mixture of, I don't want to call them monsters, but I mean in a positive way, versus something like aliens or metahumans. So how would this team fare with the JLA?
I mean, I don't know how anybody can go up against Superman, but it's I would guess probably they'd struggle. There would be, I mean, if I'm being honest, but I would gladly, I'm on board to do that, to do that show if anybody wants it.
I was also curious because we haven't really heard much about it, but you were speaking about it as season 1. So is Creature Commandos something that you guys have designed with the intention of, let's say, a traditional 5-year plan, a series Bible? Like, what can you speak about it? Because there's obviously other characters that could be featured and could go on for as long as possible. So what can you speak to that?
Yeah, we absolutely want to do a second season. There's no particular there's no 5 episode or 5 season plan or anything like that, but we definitely want to do another season. You will see at the end of the first season some of the characters that might be part of that, and so there's a lot of fun to come, I hope.
Are there other corners of DCU that you would love to explore as a storyteller outside of Creature Commandos? Because we know there's a lot of projects already announced, but is there something that you would love to tap into beyond these wonderful characters, of course?
Well, I mean, I'm all in on the Harleyverse. So there's a show that I am hoping to be able to announce somewhat soon that is in the Harleyverse that I'm very excited about, and and then there's that's the main one. That's the main one I'm excited about.
And for someone like me who has seen the first 5, so I'm asking this selfishly just for me, but what teas can you give me about 6 and 7? What should I and other members of the press look forward to when those 2 episodes air?
Well, everything gets wrapped up. I'll say that. All the questions about who's lying, who's not lying, allegiances, all that will get resolved. And it's a very emotional ending, and it's not the ending I expected. When I was reading them for the first time, I was surprised at how it played out, and so I think people will be too. They're great, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't wait for you because I'm already loving the animation and just there's the I love that it's an R-rated show that you guys can do so much, and that this is kind of like a unique take for a first project of a new franchise. But we noticed some of these characters are going to carry over into other projects. Would you say that the finale maybe, I don't know, gives a little idea of what to expect?
I don't know. I wish I did. I don't know, because I don't really know what James is planning, but there are certainly characters that do continue in other things, like Amanda Waller, Flag, so I know they continue, but I'm a little in the dark too. So I'm excited to find out what happens.
Okay, well, Dean, I'm excited to see more of that. I cannot wait. Hopefully, we get a word about season 2 sooner rather than later, and hope I'll speak to you more in the future, buddy. Congrats on what's been an amazing first 5 episodes, and I'm likely gonna re-binge probably in a week or so because it is so enjoyable.
Well, thank you very much. You're making me want to rewatch them now.
No, but they're genuinely fun. Like it's because these are characters I'm not really familiar with from the comics. Again, this is my forte into this. So yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I think a lot of DC fans are gonna enjoy it too.
Well, thanks very much. I've really enjoyed talking to you.
Likewise. I hope I will talk to you in the future. So you have a good one, and enjoy the success that this is gonna have. I think fans are gonna love it.
Thanks a lot.
Said you wanted me to be a hero. Not like that.